from Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill today, Brandon Williamson. Chris, how about a scouting report?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Ready to go now, Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. That's outside. Ball 3. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, now he's got 2 runners on after that walk, and things can get out of hand in a hurry in these situations, so he's going to have to find a way to get back into the strike zone.
Now it's the rookie first baseman. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Flips it, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Not a whole lot going their way offensively the last few games, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and that can put more pressure on the pitching staff to try to limit the opponent to just 1 or 2 runs a game, knowing that their offense is not scoring right now. And that never really works well because you try to be too fine and you end up giving up a lot of runs. So we'll see if everybody can just relax, bring things together, and perform at a level that they're capable of.
2 on, 1 out. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
The 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
3-2. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The kick, the 3-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Castro. 2 on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. Hayes to first, and that is that. 2 left for Colorado. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Back after this on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Today's starter for Colorado, Tomoyuki Sagano. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
That's a ball.
Two on the way. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. That's worth the price of admission. The Reds score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. That clips the corner.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball. In plenty of time to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Here's the lineup for the Reds. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Next for Cincinnati, Ellie De La Cruz.
No, off the plate.
Next
Ball.
offering misses, and the count is 3-1.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fights it off, he'll see another. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. On the ground, right side. So they get the out after a long battle at the plate.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Sal Stewart.
Now, Sal Stewart. Two down, nobody on. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's the third out. One for the Reds on the homer. It's now 1-0. Back here at Great American Ballpark, all set for the start of the inning. Brett Sullivan digging in for the Rockies. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Harrows. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back there. Out of here. A solo shot. And they tie it up. It's 1-1.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Ezequiel Tovar. And a 1-1. Way out front for strike two. Line and a base hit into right. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting ninth, right fielder.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Mickey Moniak will hit next. Step off, throw to first. Tovar dives back in safely. The 1-2. On the ground. To Elliott, second for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. The Rockies get one by way of the long ball. All even at one apiece. Bottom of the second, and now the designated hitter for the Reds, Nathaniel Lowe. Pitch misses. Ball two.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
That clips the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there, and that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Spencer Steer, the next to hit. Here's a 1-1. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there, stepping up to the challenge. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
This is J.J. Bleday. This one in the air, center field. Doyle under it. Brings it in.
Batting eighth, catcher Jose Trevino.
Here's Jose Trevino.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out, and a swing and a miss. Line drive, base hit into the outfield. Here comes the runner. Here's the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. You can't do much better than that on a pitch that far outside of the strike zone. Got him to chase on the 2-strike count, but he wasn't fooled. He hit that ball really well.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Two aboard, 2 outs. That's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
First and second, 2 outs. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Into the outfield, base hit. Trevino coming home. 1 run across, relay throw home. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Reds 4 and the Rockies 1. Back here in Cincinnati, here's the Rockies leadoff hitter, Jordan Beck. The Rockies in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. First sign of movement in the Reds bullpen. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Burke, a left-hander, also throwing. Here's a 1-2.
Outside. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Here's a 2-2. Got him. And there's 1 down.
Up next for Colorado, center fielder Brenton Doyle.
Digging in, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Right through there for a strike. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Payoff pitch. Out towards right center field. Friedel on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next,
and here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Rumfield.
And now the first baseman. Two down, nobody on. And he swings through that one. To the right side, McLean throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Reds 4 and the Rockies 1.
Now pitching for
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Brennan Bernardino. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Bernardino, in his third season, he features a sinker, a curve, a cutter, a changeup, and he works in a slider.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Strike three, got him with the backdoor breaking ball.
Man, just backdoored him with the breaking ball right there. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it looks like it's a mile away, so you give up on it, and then it just hooks around that outside corner. Tell you what, if a pitcher can make a pitch like that, you pretty much just have to tip your cap as you walk back to the dugout.
Sal Stewart getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Reds go down quietly as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. On to the fourth. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Hunter Goodman. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 away now.
Up next for Colorado, catcher Brett Sullivan.
Next for Colorado, Brett Sullivan. Two down, nobody on. Gonna count 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. It's the Reds 4 and the Rockies 1. Back here at Great American Ballpark, in now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. That's to third. Handles, throws to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder J.J.
the left fielder, J.J. Bleday.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The 2-1. This one in the air, right field. Nice grab on the run. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't
next,
quite barrel it up
Reds,
enough to really drive it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Renan Bernardino gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
A new arm into the game, the righty, Jimmy Herget. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's the catcher, Jose Trevino. The 1-1.
Ball.
Rips one to right. And that is that. Reds down in order, but they lead it 4-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Emilio Pagan.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
That one outside. Ball 2.
All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times.
That's
and
a
it
check.
just
Did he
doesn't
swing?
look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That one
Ball
misses.
4. Take your
so
base.
leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Up next
And
for
now the
Colorado,
shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Ezekiel Tovar.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
This one in the air, center field. Friedel gets under it. And there's one away.
Up next for Colorado, right fielder Mickey Moniak.
So digging in, Mickey Moniak. Man at first, one away.
This is the type of hitter his club wants at the plate, especially playing from behind. He's hoping to start a rally right here.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Now pitching for the
Pierce
Reds,
Johnson is
number
forced to the mound
52,
after the injury. He
Johnson.
pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Rockies down to their last out. So in now for Colorado, Jordan Beck. To the right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, a 3-pitch save. This guy might feel cheated a little bit. Gets in the ball game, wants to show off his arsenal, and really didn't get that opportunity. But I think he'll take it. Whenever you can get that save and do it efficiently, he'll be ready to pitch tomorrow.